All right, everybody, and welcome to the Agent Mastermind class. We are here with our fearless leader. No matter how cold it is, he makes it to us, Mr. Scotty Hudspeth. How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing awesome. You know, the weather cannot shut me down. I don't
That's
care how
right.
cold it gets. Here's my little thing about that. You can always put on more clothes, but you can only take so many off. There you go. Little lesson for you.
Oh, you're so wise. Wise one.
The wise man. That was from a wise man, I think, one time. So if you're joining us for the first time, which I know there are a couple people joining us, if you haven't joined our Facebook group, we are going over 3,000 members today. I'm very excited about that. Huge milestone. So facebook.com/groups/Agent Mastermind. And if you missed the last three classes, one was before Christmas and one right after, using Facebook to win your next listing appointment, we did that last week. And got a lot of great feedback from that. I appreciate all the compliments and kind words. PhoneBurner.com. This is one that will change your life because it'll allow you to free up some time, of course, and allows you to connect and engage with your past clients, current clients, or whatever you want to use it for. And then before that, Carl White did one on marketing to your database in 2014 for massive success. You for sure want to get that. And then, of course, if you want to get any of these recordings, get with the loan professional that sent you here for the last 8 replays and PowerPoint. So I appreciate everybody joining us today. I'm going to tell you a little story to start off with, and we're calling it the mystery person, okay? Real quick, I'm going to tell you the story. What if you're cruising down the road and the phone rings? You answer the phone, and you're like, hello. And they say, Paul, how you doing? Hey, I just want to let you know that there's a brand new, the car you've always wanted, sitting in your driveway. As soon as you get home, just the title's under the format. It's paid. It's free and clear. Enjoy.
Thank you.
And just before you can say thank you, he hangs up.
What?
You get home, the car's sitting in your driveway, and you're like, oh, my God, this is amazing. The next day, you're cruising in your new car down the boulevard. The phone rings again. This mystery person says, hey, Paul, that home you've always dreamed of is ready for you. Here's the address. The title to the home is under the doormat as you walk in, the keys. Take your family and go enjoy your new home. Just before you could say thank you, he hangs up. You're like, man, what is going on here?
What?
Right?
Is this my fairy godfather?
This mystery person is your database. If you take care of your database, you can have anything you want because people will, there's so much opportunity out there, but the problem is we don't take care of those that know, like, and trust us. We're always looking for somebody new. So the strategy I'm going to share with you today is going to help you stay in front of that mystery person who is your database, okay? Does that make sense? Is that a little freaky story?
Love it.
Yes.
Because the mystery person is that person that, I mean, your database provides for your family, provides for generations to come, provides for your kids. So the more you take care of and get to know and build deeper relationships with your database, the more things you have available to you, the more freedom that you have.
Absolutely.
It's just amazing. So here's what we're going to cover today, which is kind of a takeoff from Carl's database management. Now, one of the things that a lot of people struggle with or don't have, or if they have it, it's part of the company that they're with, which when they move, they lose. So they kind of build their brand up, and then all of a sudden it's gone because they leave the company they're at. So now they don't have a website. And the other thing they don't have is they don't have a place to put all this stuff that's going on, testimonials, videos, and we're going to go over a bunch of that. But I'm going to show you today how to set up your own personal website that you own. And this is a little thing that Vicky came up with that I just went, oh, my God. So Twitter is like a calling card. Facebook is like a phone call. Blogging is like a full-fledged conversation.
I like it.
Okay? Isn't that cool?
And Scotty, you know this is one of my favorite subjects of all, so I got my notepad ready to roll. This is something that I really am a big fan of, so I'm excited about today's class. So, you guys, girls, post your questions away. I'm here on the back end to answer any questions you got.
Cool. So one of the few times it's all about you. In fact, in this class, it's always about you, just so you know. So anybody that's here today, I mean, I live, eat, and breathe stuff that we can do to help our referral partners. So I'm blessed to be here with you, and I'm hoping that you get one little nugget out of today's call. So you can build a personal brand, visibility, authority, and credibility, and a celebrity status. We should have put that in there. You can literally be the celebrity of walking into restaurants. People will start to know you if you do this right. I'm living proof of it, and I actually see and get to meet people all over the country. So what this class is not about, and I'm not scaring you away with your own website, your own blog. I'm going to show you how to do this. I don't want to spoil the good news. So what this class is not about, it's not about SEO, search engine optimization. I'm not going there, okay? Google AdWords. I don't care about Google AdWords on this class today. And Paul's going, really? And I'm going to show you why in just a minute. Writing 3 blog posts a day, that's not what this class is about, okay? I'm telling you, I'm not saying you have to do any work at all, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about by that, all right? And I'm not even talking about writing, period, because you know what? I'm not a writer, and most of the stuff that comes out of this office is written by somebody else that I go, here's what I want to say, I just don't know how to say it. And I think there's more people like that. If you're in sales, we're not like writers per se. We're not people that go, I know what I want to say, and if I'm talking to somebody, I can say it, but I don't know how to put it in words, or I'm a little bit too nervous to do a video on it. So can you please take these bullet points, and Vicki does it very well for me, and puts that in word format. So here's what I'm going to get away from, is I want to elevate your business. I want to elevate who you are as a business owner, and I want to get away from Gmail, Yahoo, Comcast, AOL, just put whatever email you want in there. What I want to have is I want to have a ScottHutzbeth.com, so Scott@ScottHutzbeth.com or Paul@PaulBaxter.com. I want to have a you.com so that people get to know you, like you, and trust you, and it just the perception of that has a little bit more power when shooting emails back and forth, and I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So why your own website? 6 key reasons that I think is just beyond powerful. So if you only take one of these, which is database management, you will double, if not triple, your business. So 6 key strategies that I want to focus on. Direct communication, which how do you communicate with your people to keep them coming back, right? Positioning yourself as the expert. Who's going to doubt when you say, I'm the expert at selling rental properties, or I'm the expert at selling FSBOs, or I'm the expert at selling, really what we're saying is,
that kind of goes back to what you told us last week,
and
Scotty.
helping people achieve their goals.
That kind of goes back to what you told us last week about the fish market up there in Seattle, about, you know, the first thing they did is they said they were world famous, and because
Absolutely.
they said it, others believed it.
Correct. Database management. This is one of the toughest ones, and I'm going to show you why this is such a powerful strategy to connect and engage and interact with your database on a frequent level, and I'm going to show you, better yet, how to have somebody else doing it for you for an amazing, like, I consider it free. So lead generation, if you focus, get this, if you focus on nothing but database management and follow-up, lead generation is going to come, because the more people that know, like, and trust you, the more referrals you're going to get. Get this. So I did these numbers the other day. We're sitting around. We had a mastermind group in Florida. Just got back from it. Honored to hang with you guys.
That was
so
awesome.
We said, okay, if we do nothing but follow up, engage, interact with our database, and there's 200 people in our database. Get this. So 200 people in our database. Cut it in half. That's 100. Cut it in half again. That's 50. And if 50 people out of the 200 give us a referral of a buyer or a seller because we've literally engaged and built an amazingly friendly, family-type relationship with them, that's 50 deals per year. That's only 50. What if you had 300 in your database? What if you had 400 in your database? What if you have 5, 6, 700 people, and you literally engage and interact and really get to know and go deep with these guys? Your business is now recession-proof. I'm telling you, that's the power behind this. So I'm going to show you how to use your own WordPress blog to do that. So follow-up is huge. Video marketing, if you're not doing it, we had a lady at the event last weekend who wrote a check. This is no joke. Wrote a check for $2,500, made it out to a guy that challenged her to do the video, and said, "Here's a check for $2,500." She was literally shaking. Literally shaking when she wrote the check, $2,500, and says, if I don't do the video, by the end of next week, you get to cash this check.
By the way,
Talk about
Scotty,
accountability.
guess what she
All right?
posted this morning?
You should have seen her video. It was amazing.
It was awesome.
So if you're serious about doing something, write somebody a check for a large sum of money and say, okay, I'm going to do this by the end of next week. If I don't, you get to cash that check. I'm telling you, you will do it. All right? Video marketing was one of them. Changing with the times. What is your audience and target market? It's your database. It's the mystery person. How to get started? We're going to cover that. What to blog about? We're going to cover that. And when to blog and how often. Now, I'm not talking about you, and I'm going to show you some numbers here in just a second. In 6 ways to keep up with blogging ideas, well, probably way more than 6. I'm going to give you, I think Vicki come up with like 20 or 25. So stay with me here, okay? What to blog about? Your listings, of course. You always want to have a listings tab, and I think Stacy Staub was really great at that. She did it on Pinterest, which then she tied Pinterest into her blog, and then she sent it out. And you could always, that was kind of her testimonial of when she walked into a new listing presentation. I just wanted to share with you the other people that I've helped sell, and here's a page of them, and here's the homes and price range and blah, blah, blah. Cover a celebrity or high-dollar home for sale in your area, which is always draws a lot of attention.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, but I love watching the like see my crib or whatever it's called. Those are pretty cool stories. New construction projects. I love this idea. So say you're a builder, or you work with a builder, or you have a plat of builders you want to work with. What if you went in and did a video series from the ground up? Here's the dirt, here's the poured basement, and you kind of did little clips of like the different stages of the houses as they're being built. It's kind of cool. People like to see that, and you can make it short and sweet. Tip of the week. Tip of the week is by far, hands down, my favorite, and we'll probably, we should probably do a class just on that.
It's so easy to do.
The weeks and how to do it and how to edit and stuff like that. So we'll talk about that. Housing prices and market conditions. People, it's not a big deal, but believe it or not, people do love it. Connect with pet owners. I don't know about you, but the #1 watched video most of the time is when there's a pet involved. It's just people love pets. The amount of people owning pets is going up drastically, probably because of the way the world is in depression, and pets make people feel better.
Pets are a lot like our children.
Children, absolutely. Children will be a good one. Viral videos. Every morning I turn on the TV, there's a new viral video going out. Almost every day. Newest interiors. Vicki's a huge designer, and she just loves this stuff. And so new interior designs, hottest 2014 paint colors, curb appeal for sellers, pay it forward charities, feel-good stories. Now, when I'm going over all these strategies, all these things that you can blog about, keep this in mind that, guys, I'm not trying to overwhelm you and go, oh, my God, there's no way I could write an article on connect with pet owners, or I can't write an article on newest interior designs. I just my mind doesn't work that way. Dude, I get it. That's me. But here's the surprise I got coming up in just a second. So this week we're going to cover how to have your own hosting account, and it's so simple. When I show you this, and if you have any questions, of course, you have the Facebook page to ask questions. I've done a special video on the very end on a couple things, so just a 7-minute video on one of the things that people love to do the most, which is their email, and then set it up in Gmail. So I did that for you. Flexibility with WordPress.org, your own.com, which we talked about, your own.com email, your .com email in Gmail, if you use Gmail. I love Gmail, and we're going to have a class on Gmail coming up pretty soon on how to organize and get out of your inbox. We had a class this last weekend, and we said, how many people spend 2 hours a day in their inbox? And literally 75% of the room raised their hand. That's just, it's 2 hours too long. So we're gonna have a class on that. Blogs for your whole team with one hosting account. One hosting account. Now, I know a lot of people paying. I talked to a lady yesterday. She's paying $100 per month for her website. Guys, the cost of your own WordPress hosting account and unlimited number of blogs is about $120 per year, okay? And we're going to show you how to do that stuff. Marketing ideas like FSBO blog, expired listing blog, new construction blog, credit repair blog. You can put it all in one. I had one guy that literally had, he was on a class a long time ago. He has a bunch of blogs, and he has a mothership that all these blogs tie into it. So he has a link to all of his other stuff where, now people are actually finding him on the web. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help you connect and engage and interact with your database, and that's what we're talking about today. So 3 things every new blogger needs to do right now. Find your passion. Vicki, I can't stress this enough, and I'm so glad you put this here. If you like gardening, if you like painting, if you like photograph, I mean, if you're like a artist, let the world know about it. People can interact and engage. People can connect with that. People can understand. There's a group for everybody. If you like to swim, if you like to bike, if you like to exercise, whatever you like to do, let people know about it on your blog and send it out. We're going to give you a bunch of ideas about that. Blogging with your passion zone, a word of caution that your post should be 80% pure content and only 20% promotional. I would almost go 95%. 5% promotional. I would leave, because here's the thing. People will find out what you do for a living, and most of them that you're going to be sending to with this class is they already know you, like you, and trust you. So let's have fun. People, one thing I learned over the weekend, it's not about, people like to be entertained, not educated. If you can make somebody smile every single week, every day, they will be connected. They will be attracted to you.
That's a big thing to remember in all of the marketing that we do. You know, people would rather be entertained than educated.
Correct. People like to be, if you remember that one line the rest of your life, people want to be entertained, not educated. Why do people go to football games, basketball games, soccer games, concerts? They want to be entertained. They want to laugh. They want to have fun. If you think about this, and you could probably all relate to this on the call, if you walk into, and you're having the worst day of your life, right? Literally, you're depressed, you're upset, somebody kicked your dog, somebody stepped on your foot, you broke a finger. I mean, literally the worst day of your life. You walk into somewhere where somebody's going, woo, you're just going to change. It changes your whole mood, doesn't it? And you leave there going, God, that was so much fun, no matter how bad your day was.
Well, and you know what? It ties directly in also, Scotty. You know, it's entertaining people versus educating people. It kind of goes back to what you said a couple of weeks ago, or you or Carl, I can't remember who said it, but it was, you know, people are going to buy from you based on how you make them feel, not what you said.
Absolutely.
So if you entertain them and you make them feel happy and associate you with a happy feeling, you know, it just stands to reason they're going to buy from you again.
Absolutely, yeah. And you know, Paul, you said it the best. It's not what you do, it's not what you say, it's how you make them feel. We have a class that we do that's called the 5 Love Languages. It's just an amazing class. And when you understand that it's about how you make them feel, and if you can make them feel important, pat them on the back, make them feel good, they just want more of that. So they want to work with you because of how you make them feel. What can you do with the blog? I don't know if you guys know my favorite, Gary Vaynerchuk. I would highly recommend checking his videos out. He's amazing. He started off as a kid in his parents owned a wine store, and he just started doing these video blogs. Every single day he'd do a 10 to 15-minute video on a wine of choice, little Jets bucket there. It's a spit bucket, and his goal is to own the Jets. Little subliminal message on the chalkboard bit behind him. And this guy turned I don't know, it was a $6 million, not even $1 million company, into a $60 million wine store. It's insane. So that's just one of them. Storytelling is huge. When we're in the womb, before we're born, people are telling us stories. When we're born, and we just, like, 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, like, everybody sits there and tells us stories, right? The mom and dad telling us a story. People love, I don't know what you, but I mean, why do we watch movies? Because we love a story. Branding, huge branding. Video marketing, I can't stress that enough. Co-market, you can co-market with your referral partners. Great example, insurance agents. What does everybody on this call get from their insurance agent? A bill. You get anything else? Nope, not very. Well, what if you start doing a video marketing tip of the week with your insurance agent, and your insurance agent says, if you are looking to do a mortgage, you got to get with this guy. He's my mortgage guy. He knows what he's doing. And the mortgage guy says, if you need homeowners insurance or you need, like, you know, whatever you need, this guy's the guy to call. Why do you say that? Because I wrote the scripts. Testimonials. Can't stress the importance of these. How often do you get a testimonial from somebody? How do you let the world know about it? Third-party verification is the biggest, most powerful thing on planet Earth. If you can share, and I used this line a long time ago, if somebody says, Scott, what do you do? Well, they say I'm really good at helping people double their business. I didn't say, I'm really good at helping you double, like I'm really good at helping people double their business. I said, well, my clients say that I'm really good at helping people double and most of the time triple their business. Totally different way of saying things. Testimonials help you say that. If somebody says, oh my God, Paul, it was so fun working with you and I just really enjoyed it. You made us comfortable. You answered all our questions on a timely manner. And now we get to sit here and enjoy our family and create memories for a lifetime in our brand new home while we're sitting out on the back porch drinking coffee and watching the kids and the dog run around. Awesome. Education, of course, is good. Social media, you can share this blog on social media. Share your blog with others. And what I mean by saying that is I know a couple people that go, all right, I am going to share. This one guy that I talked to that was in one of our classes, he shared a blog with somebody that wasn't even in the same state. So his friend that he connected with would do blog posts. He would do blog posts. And they would just post whatever they want, and then they just share the link accordingly to their own database. So it was always getting content because he had help doing it. So I wanted to share that idea because I thought that was kind of clever, especially if you're in the same industry. All right, so what I'm about to show you could save you thousands of dollars, and actually it could make you thousands of dollars, can be done by your assistant or partner, can be done by your son or daughter, can be done by you, and can be set up for $5. And I do believe in you. Check this out. You want to build your brand. You want people to know and refer when looking to buy or sell a home. You want people to remember you and what you do for a living. What if I said one blog post a week would make you $3,000 a year? Would you do it?
Absolutely.
52 blog posts for $3,000. Get this. Check this out, Paul. 52 blog posts. That's one a week. What if you had to pay $5 to do it? $260, right?
No question. Yeah.
52 videos edited. What if you just shot 52 videos and you had somebody edit your videos to make them look good for $5? $260. Okay? You make $3,000 on a deal, minus $260 for the post, minus $260 for somebody editing your video. You're still going to make $2,400
on one deal.
One deal. That's one. Now you look at me in the social eye.
Negative.
Look at me in the social eye. And tell me that if you're doing one blog post a week, just one, somebody else is doing it for you, and you're doing one video a week by yourself, or heaven forbid you find an insurance agent with 4,000 people in his database, that you wouldn't get one more deal a year. You're probably going to get one more deal a month because now you're engaging and interacting with your database. Would you disagree with me? All right. Let's get into this. So, whoops. What if you had to do it yourself? What if I hired a writer and she writes for me any topic I have? If I say, I want to write a blog about video marketing. Great. Check this out. So, if you've never seen this before, let me just go here. Fiverr.com, all right? You want to set up a blog? Watch this. See if I can get there. Fiverr. So, set up a WordPress blog. Go. I will feature, oops, let's see, this WordPress blog. Here, let's just do more generic. Sometimes you got to do more generic. Okay, I will move your WordPress. I will install one WordPress theme. I will fix one error. I will get your Facebook post. I mean, so there's nothing you can't do. I will install WordPress blog to your domain plus 5 free plugins. I will create a professional WordPress blog or website, $5. He's got 5 stars. See that? $5. How about an article? Write an article. What do you want the article on? It doesn't matter. I will write an article in Swedish. I will write an article on essay or on demand. I will write an article with up to 400 words in French. I will write an article in any topic, write a native English speaker. I will write an article, 400 words. I mean, $5. So once a week you go onto Fiverr, you find a writer that you like, and you just keep submitting, hey, I want an article on this, I want an article on this, I want an article on that. Once you find a good writer, you just say, here's another one, boom, here's another one, boom. I'll write an article, 500 words, average. It's your article, not somebody else's. And we did one on video marketing so we could know, video marketing for real estate agents, just so we'd know when it came back if it was any good. We actually learned from it. copied and pasted it. And here's the cool part. What if you take the article and you go, man, that's a good article. I'm going to do a video on it, and then I'm going to do the video, and then below I'm going to give a link to the article that they can have to if they want to print it out.
Like a free report.
So you have a handwritten article. You do that. Maybe it's a 7 steps to doing video marketing or something, or maybe it's 7 steps to buying your first home.
Boom.
You write an article on it. You do a video, maybe 7 separate short videos, 30-second to 1-minute videos. Now you have a video platform that people go to. They see you. They hear you. They get to feel your passion. And you're sending this out to your current database, or 7 steps to toasting your buns as a tip of the week or something. Whatever you want to do, these guys will write it for you for $5. Okay, it just blows me away. That's why, if you're spending time doing something that somebody else can do, you gotta look back and go, okay, how much is this costing me when I go to do it? And if it's costing you, get this, 52 blog posts. I don't know what you made last year. If you take, there's 20 weeks times 40 hours. 20 hours in a day, 52 weeks. There's 1,040 hours. If you made $100,000 last year, divided by 1,040, you're making $96 an hour. You guys with me? $96 an hour. So if you are editing a video, or if you are writing a blog post, it's costing you $96 for that hour. But if you spent the 1 hour and you time blocked it out and you didn't have Facebook open, your email open, or something else open, and you did take 30 minutes to write the article, and you did it 52 times, and it was 26 hours, you'd be making $115 an hour if you only closed 1 deal, making $3,000. Now, if your average loan size is $200, obviously you got to double that. Crazy stuff, right? So $5 gets you your WordPress site set up. $5 gets you an article. $5 edits a video for you. Check this out. Edit video. Edit video. See if there's anybody that will edit my video. I will professionally edit video for you. I will edit video for you in just a few hours. I will edit video professionally and make changes in it as per your request. Huh. How much is this going to cost? Anybody want to guess? So if you spend time editing your video, it's costing you, let's see, we said $96 an hour. It's costing you $91. When you could be spending it with your family. You could be making calls to your database. You could be visiting your database. You could be having fun on vacation, maybe, doing something that you want to do instead of doing this stuff that we share with you every week. Somebody will do it for you. Pretty amazing, right? All right. So let's go in a little bit techie. Not really. It's just following the exactly how I have it set up here, because I shot these last night because Bluehost was so kind to us, Paul, and they changed their whole website, which was very, very kind of them. So we had to go in and redo everything to show you exactly what it looks like.
That's par for the course, baby.
I know. So that's why when you guys ask why we only have 8 recordings, because more than likely that somebody has made a change on one of our classes that is no longer relevant to the class that we did. And thank God that we didn't do it yesterday and they changed it tomorrow, but we caught it after they changed it. So go to Bluehost.com. Now this is so cool, and I'm so glad. I was so blessed to have a lady named Trish share with me this a while back. Now is there any questions coming in? Why not GoDaddy?
No.
Why not? So you can do this with GoDaddy and Bluehost. Now I choose Bluehost because Bluehost seems to pop faster. When you go to a website, it just seems to come up faster. GoDaddy is so big. Not to say Bluehost won't get there someday, but GoDaddy is so big with so many clients that they put you in a group of thousands of people on the same server, and it just for me was slower. I want somebody to go to my website and have it come up instantly. All right.
And guys, I will tell you, I have a couple of websites on GoDaddy, and one of them I'm on the regular hosting, the same level of hosting that Scotty's talking about on Bluehost. And it is quite slow. I did pay for on another one. They've got an upgraded hosting version, and it is quite a bit faster, but it is also quite a bit more expensive. So Bluehost, if I had it to do all over again, Scotty, I'd probably go Bluehost.
Yeah, and Jeremy says, I find it hard to believe that people will do this for $5. I'm telling you, man, I don't know. Here's my opinion on it. I think that they are looking, the only way to get work sometimes is to prove yourself, and once you get a clientele of people, that know how good you are. If you are good at something, it allows you to charge more. I mean, guys, even if it was $20 to do a blog post, which I found a writer that'll, I'm more than happy to share. I don't even remember the cost, but it was stupid. I mean, it was stupid. It was about $5 to $6 for. I mean, depending on, because I didn't want 400-word articles. I'm not looking to write 400-word for SEO. That's not what I'm about. I'm looking to connect, engage, and interact with my database. I want them to know what I do, remember what I do, but I want to have fun, right? So go to Bluehost.com, click on Get Started Now, and you're going to see this, sign up now. So you get a free domain name with the sign up. So you're going to go new domain name. Help me get my free domain. You get a free one, so whatever you want it to be. I would prefer you start with your name if you don't own it, or something close to your name. Maybe Paul Baxter Group or Paul Baxter Team, something like that. Because when people don't care, I'm telling you, you can believe me or not believe me, they don't care about your company. They care about you, and they work with you. They will remember you. They won't remember the company name, and they won't remember you if you don't stay in front of them. So you're the one that's going to be sending them the email. You want them to see your name, and I'm going to show you a couple ninja tricks. So new domain name, put it in there. This is the next one that comes up. Sign up, account information, of course, the basics, real super simple, fill in the blanks. Here's where it gets crazy. Check this out. So 36-month price, $4.95. You can buy 1 year, you can buy 2 year, you can buy 3 year, whatever you want to get. $5 a month. So if you want to buy it for the whole 3 years, then go for it. If you want to buy it for the first year, I think it goes to $6.95 for 12 months. That's for the whole year, okay? So they make you pay for the whole year up front. Setup is free. Domain registration is free. I don't believe you need any of this stuff, so I would uncheck it all. And there's nothing really that's that important to me. There's backup systems that you can do for your WordPress blog that's a free widgets or free stuff like that, so I wouldn't worry too much about it, all right? Put in your Visa credit card, and Visa or MasterCard, and then you're done. Next, it's going to ask you to create a password. Like, hey, what's your what password do you want to use for your site? Congratulations, you're all set up. And here we go. So you create a password, and inside your domain now, you're going to have a domain, which I have a bunch. So inside your domain, it's going to be unassigned. So you want to click the domain manager inside here, and you want to click assigned next to the domain name you purchased and assign it to your hosting account. All right? That's it. Congratulations, you now have a domain name inside your hosting account. Now we're going to go set up the WordPress blog. So literally within 10 minutes, if that, probably 5 minutes, you can have your own hosting account, which you can now go in and buy domain names and make them part of your hosting account. All I do is log in, buy more domain names. If you have a team of people, 10 people, you can host all their domain names on your account. It's no more. There's no more cost to that hosting account, right? I had over 50 domain names and 50 WordPress blogs set up in one hosting account. I wouldn't recommend that many, but if you're going to do 5 or 10, totally cool. Ready for WordPress? Ready for .com email, which we'll show you soon. So let's add WordPress to your WordPress site or to your Bluehost site. So you click on hosting. So you got domains. That's where the domain was. So you click on hosting. You're going to see the very second down. It says website builders. This is so, you know, Paul, it's so crazy. It's so easy that if you follow these steps, you're going to go, really? It's really that easy? This is the little thing. When you click on the WordPress site, you're going to see this come up. Give us a minute. We are checking all of our server requirements. Thanks for your patience. Loading up your Mojo account. Almost there. This is what you're going to see. I literally took pictures of everything. I did this last night. Then you're going to get to this, and it says click Start. It says Start or Import an existing installation. So you want to start an installation, a brand new install. You're going to put in you're going to choose the domain name that you purchased, right? So I did my son. Today's birthday. Kind of cool. So GreggHudspeth.com. I'm going to add a WordPress site to his domain name, and then I'm going to check a domain. Now here's the only weird thing about this site, and I'm not sure why, but it says, oops, looks like something already exists there. I understand that continuing will overwrite the files, which you have no files in there. There's nothing there. So if you check this box, check this little oops box, and this is exactly what happens. It's literally happened 50 times for me, so I know it'll happen for you. Oops. This opens up, and it says Show Advanced Options. So you click on Show Advanced Options, and then what you want to do is you can leave it the way it is. What it's going to do is it's going to put your email that you used to sign up with right here. I like to make it easier. I mean, you can have your email. I guess email is easy, but then you want to have a password. Now, the password has to be at least 8 characters, and just make it a password that you can remember, okay? And then leave your email address there. And you're going to get an email confirmation after you do this, and then you want to click, I have read the terms and conditions, and I'm all done. So my blog, you can change this later. You can't change this. You can change this later, okay? This really doesn't matter as long as you know what it is when you get there, okay? The next thing that's going to happen is you're going to go, all right, this might take, I don't know, what, 2-3 minutes, 4 minutes maybe? It's going to come up and see I left the email in there and I left the password in there. So this is going to come up and says status success, installation complete. You can access your new website using the following information. Now, guys, this all takes place within a 10-minute period. And I can do this on my phone. Believe it or not, I've set up a WordPress blog on my phone through my Bluehost account, bought a domain name, added WordPress to it. You can literally do it on an iPad. You can do it on a tablet, whatever you want to do. It's that cool. So if you go to Gregg Hudspeth right now, you'll see that there's a template there. To log into your website and start playing around with it, we're going to have classes on that coming up here very soon, and we're hoping to have a special guest on here. I don't know did we get confirmation yet, Vicki, on her being with us? I'm not sure if she's still there.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So
we haven't got confirmation yet.
Not yet. Okay, cool. So we're working on a special guest that has done very, very well on using our blog. So we'll share that with you if she comes on. So Gregg Hudspeth. So there's if you click on greghudspeth.com/WP-admin, that is always, always, always how you get into the back end of your website. Okay, put in your username and password, and it takes you to there. I shot a little picture of it. If you go there now, you'll see that this is the WordPress site that that we put together. Now, we're going to show you how easy it is to edit this thing, and we're going to do it next week. Now, what I would like for those people that want to do this, next class is going to be content and how to put a video on here and how to have some serious fun with this thing, and it's really super simple, and I don't want you to have to struggle with it, so we're going to do a class on it. Does that sound good to everybody? Anybody object to that on the call? Everybody cool with that? I see a lot of people already have their WordPress site, and okay, cool. So a lot of cool. All right, cool. All right. So when your WordPress site's done, it's done. You're ready to go. So recap. You can log into your new website at your domainname.com/WP-admin. Use name is the admin. Whatever you put in there is the admin. Password is what they gave you. And then you can go to your website. It's yourdomain.com to look at it. So what I typically do when I'm working on it is I have 2 tabs open, one with my WordPress site and here, and then one here with making the changes. And we'll walk through that too. So here's just one we did for Lorraine Taylor, a good friend of mine that we did a header for her, and she's got her tabs at the top and really cool stuff. So we'll share that with you. If you would like some other websites that we did, you can go to BudGural. Now, be careful here. Don't put in the www. For some reason, the BudGural, they killed the W. So it's if you leave this off, you're okay. Just put in budgural.com/WordPress site. Excuse me, WordPress, and it'll take you to my Pinterest page that has a ton of examples. There's a bunch there, and you can click on them all and kind of see the headers that we did. And we used a lot of the same templates just because it's one of our favorite templates, and you can do pretty much anything with it. So budgural.com/WordPress. All right. All right. Easy, right? Is that pretty easy?
Very easy.
All right, so somebody says, and this is what we get a lot, so I wanted to share this with you. What if I already have a GoDaddy domain name, so I don't want to buy a domain name, and I want to import one in. So here's the crazy part is you get a free domain name, so it's not costing you any more to buy a domain name with Bluehost. So just buy one. It's maybe one you'll use down the road, maybe spend a couple minutes on thinking about it. But here's how you import or use a GoDaddy domain name with your Bluehost hosting account, okay? Does that make sense, Paul?
Yes.
All right, so you're going to log into GoDaddy. You're going to click on Domains, and then click on Domain Management. And then when you get to your domains, here's like a couple that we had, Agent Mastermind, of course. And when you click on this, it opens up and looks like this. There's a bunch of stuff going on here, and there's this thing called name servers. And if you want, I can do a short video on this. It's real simple with GoDaddy. And then you click Set Name Servers, which is right here. So Name Servers, Set Name Server. And this is how it looks. And then you go, I have specific name servers for my domains. This literally takes 5 minutes, by the way, to do this. Once you do it once, you're like, oh, wow, that was too easy. So you're going to check this box, and then put in here NS1, Bluehost.com. NS2, this is actually NS2. So NS1 and NS2 is going to be your Bluehost name servers. You're going to click OK. I screwed this up, and that should be NS2 right there. All right? So NS1, Bluehost.com, NS1, period, Bluehost, or NS2. So that's, I'll fix that on the slide. Log back into Bluehost, and you're going to click on Domains. And then under Domains, you're gonna go Domains, and then right down here it says Assign a domain to your cPanel account. All right? Assign a domain to your cPanel account. Under here, use domain. So you're going to put in the domain name, whatever domain name that is that you changed the name servers on. This is exactly how it's going to look. You're going to put that in there, and it's going to show down here the domain whatever is available for registration. It's going to show that the Bluehost name servers, as fast as you can go log into Bluehost, they're going to be there for you. I've never had a time when they're not there. It's pretty cool. And then you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom. You're going to click Add Domain. It takes 2 to 3 minutes, sometimes 4, depending on your speed of your internet. All right? And you're done. The domain is now part of your hosting account, and you just go back and add the Bluehost, go back to directions where it's adding your domain name to your Bluehost account, and it's pretty cool. All right? So that's I just redid this so you can kind of go back and do the same thing again. So I'll skip that. So here's where it gets fun. In Gmail, let me just show you really quick what I'm talking about. So in Gmail, you can now set up an email. Let me just show you the end product. So the end product for Gmail, and like a lot of people use their Gmail address, but this is how easy it is to have your Gmail account as part of. So check this out. If I compose, you'll see how it automatically goes to scott@us.com. If I drop this down, there's the Gregg Hudspeth at Gregg@GreggHudspeth.com. That is in my Bluehost account. So I'm going to show you how to get this so that when you send an email, it comes from whatever domain name or whatever name you want. Make sense? All right? So you can start branding yourself with that. So let me just go back to here. No more Gmail, Yahoo, or Hotmail if you don't want to. Looks professional, and it's yours. You're not stuck with another email that if you ever leave a company, you lose your email address. And I see people do it all the time. They like literally have to rebrand themselves, and that's what I don't want to see. And I'm not saying that you leave your company, and I'm not promoting any one company. I'm not trying to say you're ever going to leave there, but I'm just saying if you do, you're always protected because it's your domain name. You own it. You set it up, and everybody that you've sent an email to the last 10 years has that email address. So highly, highly, highly recommend this. Brand yourself as yourown.com, and it's your own website, so you never, ever, ever lose that. It's so valuable. Think about it. One deal a year, $3,500. What's that worth? And heaven forbid you double, triple your business. There's a lot of money riding on that email address. When people go to email you and they can't get you, and they want to buy a home or sell a home, and they can't get a hold of you, and they don't have your number, they don't remember your name, they email you and you never get it, that could cost you a lot of money. So here's how you do it. And this is really super simple. Go to Hosting in your Bluehost account. There's the very first tab. I'm so glad they put it on top. It says Email Accounts. See that? We'll share my screen. All right. Any questions, Paul, on that last part?
I haven't gotten down that far to it. I'm still working on some questions a few minutes before you got to that part, so I'm sorry I don't know if there are questions on that specific part. I'm still working on some from the hosting stuff, so apologize, my friend.
Another good thing, so if they have a company site and they really like it, use your WordPress as a blogging, just strictly a blog page. It doesn't have to be a website.
Absolutely.
So you can have a video blog on it, and do your tips of the week, and so.
Yeah, and I believe there's a way to do the email in Gmail. I haven't done that in a while, but I'm more than happy to research that and put a video up for you guys, absolutely. So check this out. So Hosting, Email Accounts, and then you put in what email you want. So I put Gregg@GreggHudspeth.com, put in a password. This is the next thing you see when it comes in. Just leave the 250 megabyte because you're not going to use any storage whatsoever in your email account here because you're going to pull it all into Gmail, and I'm going to cover that in just a second. Click Create Account, and you're done. Now your email at Gregg@GreggHudspeth.com. Now you got to have a way to send and receive. So now we're going to jump over from Bluehost to Gmail, which is pretty cool. And you're going to click on the Settings tab over on the right-hand side. Settings tab right here, settings here, accounts right here, and you guys can get a copy of this PowerPoint so you can follow step by step. Add a POP3 mail account you own. So you're going to click on that, and you're going to put in the email that you created inside Bluehost, or I believe GoDaddy works the exact same way. Click Next Step. All right? This is going to come up. You're going to put in the exact same email, exact same password you used for the Bluehost, and then you want to make sure none of these boxes are checked right here. Click Add Account. Yes, I want to be able to send mail as greg@greghudspeth.com. Next. And then here's a little ninja trick, and I would highly recommend, I think you can do this with Outlook. I think you can do this with any email service. Now, I highly, if you only get this out of this class, this is huge for you. If you do nothing but change this on your emails that you have currently. You can do this without having a .com address. See where you have the name. So when an email comes into your email, it typically defaults to your first and last name. You with me? So this typically would say Scott Hudspeth. Let me just see if I have what I'm talking about here. There's one from me. Let me just show you. So see where it says from Scott and my phone number? That's the only email that's going to be in your client's email address that has a phone number to it. The cool part about that is they don't even have to open your email to call you because your number's right there. Not only that, when you look at a bunch of emails at once, yours will stick out like a sore thumb because your number is showing and nobody else does it. Nobody. You'll be the only one that sends emails with your phone number as part of your name. Okay? You guys with me on that? This is a big deal. This is a huge. This thing has literally made it so my clients love it. They say, man, I love getting emails from you because I see your number right off the bat. So what you want to do is you want to go in wherever that name is. In Gmail, I'll show you where it is. Outlook, I think you can do it. Almost every email platform has this in it. Make sure you have your number here. I'm telling you, this is a huge deal. You can separate yourself from everybody else in the world. All right. Send through this will say send through your Gmail account, easier to set up, next step. And it says before you can send Gmail through Greg, we need to verify that you own this account, send verification. And then you're going to get this email in your inbox. It's going to come right into your Gmail. It says you have requested to add Greg@greghudspeth.com to this email. There's a code there you can enter, or you can just click on this link and you're good to go. All right? So inside here, let me just show you. This is pretty cool that I can show you live. So if I go into my settings right here, and I click on the settings over on the right-hand side, and I click on settings. Inside here's my accounts. So remember that little thing where I said you can edit the info? So here's GreggHudspeth.com. One, I can make it my default email address so that when I send emails, it always comes from that .com. Now I'm branding myself instead of using my Gmail account or whatever I use. Make sense? So if I make this my default, click that, and then see this Edit Info button right here? If I click Edit Info, it shows up the name of what I have in there, and there's my number, Scott, and this one actually should be Greg. So I'm going to change it, Greg and then phone number. Next step, save changes, done deal. So now when somebody sees this email, check this out. When I go to compose, there's Greg and my phone number that's coming from. Does that make sense? This is so cool. This is like really, really cool. So I'm going to send an email. There's nothing in it, but let's just see what see how it says. See how all these emails come in, and the only one that has a number on it is Greg. That's what your email will look like if you make this change. I'm telling you, it sticks out. Your clients will. The clients can really. What you want is you want your clients to be able to very quickly scan their email and go, oh, there's Greg. Send a new video. Oh, there's Greg. That man, he always sends cool stuff. If you send people $100 bills, they'll always open your emails. They'll always take your call. But if you send crap, then of course they'll probably spam you and never get anything from you. But this is just one way to separate yourself from the rest of the world. All right? Love that part of it there. All right. And you're done. That's it. So that is all you have to do as far as to set that up and make it your way. So let's go back to the very beginning of let's wrap through some questions here since we got a couple minutes.
Hey, real quick, Scotty, one that I tagged as highlighted. I can't remember the answer. You and Vicky have a place where you get a lot of your images that you use when you're setting up sites.
Great question.
Great
question.
Yeah. What is that? Sorry about that.
Photo Express.
Yep.
So Photo X with an X. So Photo Express is where we get a lot of our stuff. We talked about this one time, and we get a lot of our photos there. Another place that we get ideas from. This is a very secret site, so everybody turn off the recorders. This is a good one. It's called Google. And if you put in White House, and so you want a picture of the White House, see this little images tab right here? So you go to Google, put in images, give you a picture of a White House. Say if you want, don't do it. You want a don't do it logo? There you go. So, I mean, there's all kind. When you're writing a blog post, it's kind of fun to put pictures in it. So there's a little secret site there. What is another one? Let's see what other questions we have here.
Hey, Scotty, real quick, can you dive into the WordPress setup section and just show where you go under Appearance to select your themes and how you can scroll through all the different themes? Are you able to show that?
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's do it. Yep,
Awesome.
yep.
Awesome. Here you go, Kim.
GreggHudspeth.com. So remember, this is going to the website. All I got to do is put -wp.admin, and it takes us to this right here. So it's admin. Oops, no, it's not. And I got to go back and get my password. Let me go back and get that. That is a problem. Let me just do this. Let me go into my site.
And we keep all of our usernames and passwords the same, so
Yeah.
it makes it easy, no matter if your assistant's doing it or.
Correct. And you do get an email confirmation. I could go back and look for it, but let me just show. So when you log into the back of your WordPress site, this is what it looks like. And yeah, it's going to like you're going to go, whoa, it looks a little crazy. But under Appearance, and we're going to cover this more in great detail next week. But under Appearance and then Themes, you click on Themes and you click on. I mean, oh my God, you can go search themes. So if you click Install Themes, and that's the cool part about WordPress.org is you can actually choose and upload your own themes if you find one you like, or if you got a real estate version one or whatever. But if say that I want a blue one and a tan, and I want 3 columns, and I just find themes. And it's literally going to give you tons of different options for your WordPress theme. Here's just a couple of them. But I mean, and all you have to do is you can preview it to look at it. You can install it now. And so whatever you want to change, I'm not going to do it because I have mine there. But I mean, there's all kinds of. If you want to say you want to search for real estate. So and maybe there's none. That was nice. See if there's a realtor themes. Okay, they might have to take those from the outside. So that. Whoops. Let me just do this. Search. Let me go back to the home here. Real estate. So there's some real estate themes that come up if I put in real estate. Here's one right here called the Tampa. It's kind of funny that it's Tampa. There's a nice one, real estate theme there. Here's a real estate theme down here. Here's even with a search box. Some of these are probably IDX compatible, which is really cool. You can add your IDX to it, and they can search inside your website through your IDX, and then you're sending out blog posts through the blog part of it. I mean, there's just so many options to do in this. It's really, really, really cool. So. Any questions there, Paul?
I have a WordPress site I have a WordPress website for my real estate site. Should I make another one for the blogs like this? I would say make a page off of it that is just part of that original blog.
Yeah.
You know, Scotty, we didn't even talk about the fun stuff with SEO. That's a whole other subject.
Yeah. That's a whole other subject, and we'll do that down the road. But what I wanted the message to be was this is a place to. Let me just go back. Let me go back to this. This is a place to go storytelling, branding, video marketing, testimonials. I mean, you can put everything here. And here's the cool part about that: when you actually have your different pages and you have your blog template and let me just go. Vicki, you got any ideas of one I could pull up, one that would work?
Ooh, here's a great one. Great question, Scotty. It's coming from Scott. Are you able to pull your individual email into Outlook the same way that you just showed how to do with Gmail? Is that something that's doable with Outlook with your domain name emails?
I don't know if you can or not. I don't know.
We don't use a whole lot of it, Scott, and that gets a tough. It's a tricky question when you ask us about Outlook because we don't use it, quite frankly, and so I'm wondering if there's anybody on the call
Steve
that
says
is.
you can. Steve says you can. So
okay. Thank you, Steve.
Steve
awesome.
Says you can. Need to change the. Let's see, Steve. Yes, you can pull into Outlook. All right, cool. Excellent. Okay, we got a bunch. Jennifer Otto said yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. So.
Yeah, Scotty, you want to probably change your page.
What's that?
You probably want to. There you go. Thank you.
What about
you never know what happens when you do a Google search with images.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. What about In the Cloud Realty? That was a great blogging page that you did.
Okay. All right,
several of you are asking at the same time, so let's go ahead and address it. So I probably have 10 of the same question. Yes, the presentation materials are going to be made available to you as well as the recording from today. All you've got to do to get access is contact the loan professional who invited you today. They can get you access to the PowerPoint. They can get you access to the recording as well as the recordings that Scotty was mentioning at the beginning of today's webinar with some of the past topics. So if you need any of those past recordings or today's and the presentation materials, just contact the loan professional who invited you today. They'll be able to get you hooked up, or the insurance representative who invited you today.
Right. And the biggest message I wanted to get is you got to have a place. I mean, I don't know. I'm a big one. You got to have a place where when stuff comes in that's positive, don't ever send negative news. Don't send politics, religion. You're just going to literally, unless you really want to go down that route and you're totally comfortable with that, but you will alienate 50% of your database. So I would just, no politics, no religion. Keep it positive. Be a ray of sunshine for them, and just have a place for your testimonials. If you did nothing but post a viral video and send it out to your database with maybe you doing a little intro, we're going to talk about that. There's all kinds of really cool storytelling. Go to Fiverr, have somebody write an article for you for $5, see what it's like. And there's just so many ways to get content out there that you're sending. That's cool stuff. Think of cool stuff like. Maybe do an article about what's happening in wherever you live. I'm going to say Kalamazoo. What's happening in Kalamazoo this weekend? Hey, just wanted to share with you guys some things that are happening in Kalamazoo. If I go to Google and I go Kalamazoo, Michigan events, and then you said, hey, I want to, hey, maybe I'll see you down there. Here's Discover Kalamazoo, some events page that are happening. So you can you find out. Here's the Arts and Crafts Show. Hey, just want to let you guys know. So you put it on your blog. You maybe take this link right here. It's maybe the February 7th is the Arts and the Black Arts and Cultural Center Artists Reception. So you take this link right here and you do a blog post. Say, hey, just want to let everybody know that we're going to be heading down to the big downtown Kalamazoo Black Arts and Cultural Center Artist Reception, and just maybe hope to see you down there. Let me know if you're going. Maybe we can hook up. Just cool stuff like that. A little bitty, maybe a little bitty picture. Maybe you do it afterwards. Hey, we just went to the Black Arts and Cultural Center, and a little picture of you and your family there, and that shows that you're a real person. I mean, remember we talked about the Superman story, and I'm a real person story. Where's it at, Vic? I know you put it in here. All of our stuff that we share. Right here. So right here. Here's some other ones that I didn't say, review a restaurant, be the foodie of everyone follows. Maybe when you go to a restaurant and you love it, you say, oh, my God, hey, guys, I had this black in my it was so good. And the waiter we had was Adam. Request Adam. He's just a rock star. And then shoot a little picture of you and Adam. People love that stuff. Maybe you had a story that you helped a veteran get into a home that didn't think they would ever buy a home again. So you're like, hey, you know what? I'm so excited to help it's so awesome working with the Smith family. Congratulations on your new home. He was a veteran that thought he would, of course, get permission, but he thought he would never buy a home again. And here he is sitting in his backyard with his pets and just having a good time drinking his coffee. I'm so happy for you. You can't, just enjoy. You deserve it. Little stuff like that. Hey, you work with veterans. Hey, whatever you do, you work with builders. Hey, congratulations, Smith family, on your brand new home. I just love the new home smell. Enjoy it. Let me know how it goes. We'll be in touch. Just whatever it is. I'm a real person story. We talked about that. Success stories of your business. Make it about other people. If you can bring third-party verification into who you are and what you do for a living, you will knock it out of the park. So, all right, guys. I appreciate everybody hanging with us. There's a lot of people still on the call, and it's 1 o'clock, so I want to be considerate of your time. I appreciate you joining us today on Agent Mastermind. If you're joining us for the first time and you want to hang out with us, we are probably going to be over 3,000 as we speak. As soon as I click to it and add a couple more people, go to facebook.com/groups/Agent Mastermind. If you have a question, more than likely somebody else has a question or the same question as well, and we are getting some awesome interaction on this. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. So go here, and we're going to cross the threshold of 3,000 people. So you're going to see, watching the webinar, I already have some WordPress questions. Good deal. I'm starting a New Year's resolution. Does anyone get business from home? So there's just a lot of interaction going on here. Here's 5 comments. Here's 14 comments. There's somebody that talked about professional photographs, just all kinds of stuff. So a lot of questions, of course, stem from our classes, but feel free to ask anything and everything you want during the class. So appreciate you guys, Paul. Appreciate you, brother.
Man, oh man, the questions were so fast and furious today. It caught up with. I was literally about 15 minutes behind the presentation for a few minutes there, which is, guys, I can't tell you how awesome a feeling that is to have you so engaged and listening and talking about the questions I was answering today were questions that implementers ask, questions that people ask when they're implementing a strategy. So. Yeah. Awesome stuff. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. If you'd like a copy of today's recording or PowerPoint, contact the loan professional who invited you. If I missed your question, I apologize. I know that there are quite a few that I did not get a chance to get to. Go ahead and post those on the Agent Mastermind private group, and we'll get those answered for you there as well.
Hey, here's some cool stuff I just want to share for those people that are left. But Carla, I appreciate this. She says, I have a women's Bible study, and I'm involved with. Can I have 3 separate web pages under the same domain? Absolutely. And the cool part is it would just be separate tabs. Let me just show you an example of what I'm talking about. Let me just see here. Okay, let me just go back there. If you're still here, I hope you're still here. But let me just show you what I'm talking about. So if you had this, and use this as an example, but almost every blog setup has these little drop downs. So you could call it whatever you wanted for a heading and then have different pages underneath with different photos, videos, articles about what happened in those. So that'd be really cool. That'd be really cool, and that's who you are. So I absolutely bring that into who what you are and what you do and what your passion is. Absolutely. So thank you for sharing and asking that. Guys, sometimes that we do these classes, they're a little on the techie side, and unfortunately, we get asked these questions a lot. So I try to bring to class the easiest way to set something up. And I understand that it's not for everybody, and I understand that people get overwhelmed with this techie stuff. So I appreciate you hanging with us, and I know this probably isn't for everybody. A lot of it stems from just database and connecting, engaging with your database. So I hope you got something that can help you to get 1 more deal a month, or maybe 2 more deals a month, that'll help you have a better life and just provide for your family. So that's really what we're all about. We're trying to do our best here. So again, I apologize if it's a little bit too techie today. We'll make up for it later on. All right, guys. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate the comments. Thanks, Steve. I sincerely appreciate the kind words. Carlos, thank you so much. Daryl, appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Hey, if you have a question and we didn't answer it, feel free to go to the private Facebook group, ask it there, and we'll make sure and get you guys a class. So appreciate you guys. Honored to be here. Honored to work with everybody, and we'll see you right here next week on Agent Mastermind. Everybody be safe. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Scotty, have a great week, brother. We'll see you next week, man.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, bye-bye.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected. Goodbye.